Hi guys, welcome back to Dynamic DIYs. So in this week's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this really cute flower burst bracelet. So this bracelet is really similar to my starburst, my flower power, and my birthday buds. So I would recommend making at least one of those bracelets before trying this one, because this one is way more advanced than those. But my absolutely favorite part about this bracelet is no extension. And that makes it better than most bracelets in general. This bracelet was originally made on 2 looms. So if you have 2 looms, I would recommend doing that. But if you don't, I have a really simple, really easy transfer. You'll just have to watch till the end to see what it is though. So, yeah, the transfer is super easy, so you don't need to worry about that. It's just more of some of the other steps, and the bands have a lot of stretching, so that's why it's advanced. Also, guys, I know that in my last week's video, I told you guys this is my last spring theme video, but I probably should have looked at the calendar before saying that, because it's not. My last spring theme video is actually going to be next week. So, yeah. Okay, so right before I tell you your other materials, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe for the latest updates. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so your materials are gonna be, like I said, either 1 loom, or if you have it, 2, your hook, either an S-clip or a C-clip, and your bands. As you can see, I have a lot of bands. You do not need this many. You all need is at least 2. One for your borders and one for your flowers. But I did this because I want to have yellow for my borders. And I want to have white, turquoise, orange, light blue, purple, dark blue, green, and darker blue for my flowers. So you don't need to do that. Okay, so you might also have noticed I have this thing over here. So this is totally optional, but if you have a rainbow loom kit like I do, then you're gonna have this. And we're gonna be doing triple cap bands, so it's easier if you do this, because that way your fingers don't hurt as much. But like I said, it's totally optional. Okay, now let's actually make a bracelet. Okay guys, so this is a weird kind of bracelet, but basically you just want to start with your right arrow over here facing towards you. So place your loom like this, and I'm gonna hold it like this so you guys can see better. Our beginning is just a typical starburst bracelet. So I'm not gonna go too much in detail on this because most people already know it. But right before we do that step, you just want to do one quick thing. We're gonna place markers. So not like literal markers, just rubber bands to mark our place. Those rubber bands are going to be border colors. So you still want your red arrow over here facing towards you. And we're going to take a border color. And we're going to count from the back, well, from the front I guess. 1, 2, 3. And whoop. We're going to place a band on that third peg right over there. Now, if you're like me, you're probably just going to be like, oh, I'll remember it. But it's not just you remember it, you're actually going to be needing this in your bracelet. So we should actually place it. And now, from here, we're going to count, including this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the 4th one, we're going to put our band. Then, we're going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now our last one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the end, you should have 4 rubber bands with the very last middle peg empty and the first 2 middle pegs empty. Okay, so now that you did that, I'm going to hold my loom like this. Hopefully my bands don't fall off. And we're going to place our starbursts, flower bursts, whatever. So take your first color. For me, that's going to be dark blue. And we're going to start over here. So the where we placed our bands is not going to be our middle. It's going to be where one flower burst ends. So what I mean by that is we're eventually going to go from here to here. You want to start by going from this middle peg to this middle peg, like that. So we're going to go down. Then you take another blue or whatever color you're doing, and you go from the middle, the same middle peg to here. So we're going towards the right, and just so on. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail in this because it's a basic step. Just keep on going, and then like that. So you should have placed 6 bands. Now we're gonna do our triple cap band. So this is the reason I say you're gonna need this, and it's totally optional too, because you can just do what I'm going to do on here on your fingers, but that's gonna make your fingers hurt. So it is easier to do this. So whether you're doing it on this or your fingers, you place it and you twist it once and you twist it twice, like that. So we're gonna place our cap band in the middle. So I'm gonna put my loom down. You have an opening over here, put that on your peg, so the peg you want to place it on, and you just scoot your cap band down. This works for any sort of cap band, but with double cap bands you can just easily do it with your fingers, but with triple and quadruple it's harder. So once I did that, I am now going to take my hook and I'm going to loom. So if it's easier for you, you can just place all your starbursts and then loom, but I like to do it this way because it just gives a bit of variety. So like I said, it's simple looming, and we're going to go inside our cap band and grab the top band. So top band, and we're going to loom it right upon itself. And you know you did that right because you can see over here if it's upon itself. Because like let's say I do it to the one next to it or something. So like this, it looks obviously stretched out. So you just want to do it right upon itself. Oop. Then you go inside again and just do that all the way around. This time you will be looming towards the right. Towards the left. So pretty simple. The harder steps are later, but for now you just want to do this. Okay, so just like that. It just looks pretty normal. And now we're going to do our next one. I'm going to show you guys once more. So I'm going to take my next color. And you might have noticed that I have 8 colors over here, but only have 4 rubber bands. And that's where my transfer comes in on one loom. If you have 2 looms, then you have 8. Okay, and I'm sorry guys, I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you're using 2 looms, then you want to place markers all the way down, just like we did. So 1, 2, 3, place on the 4th. You want to do that all the way down your loom, not just on your first loom. So whatever I'm doing on my first loom, you want to do that all the way down your looms. Okay, so next one. We're gonna skip this. I'm sorry. Yep, no, never mind. We're gonna skip this one. This is not gonna be our middle. We're gonna skip one peg, and the next peg is gonna be our middle. So we go from the middle to the bottom again, and then we just go towards the right. So pretty simple. I know I mentioned this in my channel update, but if you guys have any suggestions for me to do on the channel, you can always email me at dynamiclooming@gmail.com. Okay, so I placed my starbursts, or flower bursts, and now we're going to do our cap band again. So I'm going to take my cap band maker and twist the cap band twice. Now we're going to go place the opening on our peg and just scoot it down. This seems pretty hard, and it is kind of hard, but trust me, it's way easier than doing it on your fingers. So once you do that, just loom your starburst again. So make sure you go inside all 3 parts of the cap band, whoop, and grab the top band and loom it right upon itself. Whoop. So this is just basic starburst flower power looming style. And you guys are just gonna do this all the way down your loom. So after this one, I'm gonna go fast forward. So yeah, just do this all the way down your loom. Okay guys, so now comes the part that's a bit hard. So you want to take your hook, and we're going to start at the top over here, so where we placed our marker band. So your band over here, it has 2 parts. The top one, and the bottom one. So you want to make sure you're starting at the top, and we're going to pull aside the top one, and we're going to grab the bottom one, just like pull it off like this. So it's still on my hook, and then I'm going to move it 1 to the left. So the band is on my hook, place it 1 peg to the left, like that. And we're just going to do that all the way around. So on the peg we just moved it to, we're going to go inside that peg, grab the bottom band on that, and move it 1 to the left. You want to make sure you're not twisting your band, so like you're not doing something like this. You just want to grab it and like this. Your band is gonna fold, and that's okay, just don't twist it. So once you do that, you want to go inside the peg. You just put your band on, grab that bottom band, and move it 1 to the left. Then we're going to go inside, grab the bottom band, and move it. You want to make sure your bands are separated, or else that's going to make it hard to figure out which is the bottom. Like that. Then we're going to go inside, grab the bottom band, and move it 1 over. So you go inside, you grab the bottom band, and you move it 1 over. So eventually you're back to the top peg. So right now all the bands all the pegs should still have 2 bands on them. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna show you guys one more because it's pretty simple. So you just wanna do this thing all the way down your loom. Okay. Okay guys, so right now your loom should look something like this. So right now this isn't really a step that's gonna do anything to the bracelet, but it's still important because eventually we're gonna be doing this again. So right now what you wanna do is you'll probably have your bands all squished together, so you wanna just go ahead and separate them because later top and bottom is gonna matter again. So it's gonna be easier if you have them all separated. So just like that. And you wanna do that to your whole loom. I'm gonna go off camera for this part because I don't think you guys need to be watching me do this, even in fast forward. Okay. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've moved my bands apart, and hopefully you have done that too. And now it is time to place our borders. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do this 3 times because it's not how you normally place your borders. So take your border color, and we're going to start with your very first flower burst. So usually you start from the bottom. Well, in this bracelet, guess what? You start from the top. So from the top, we're gonna from the top, we're gonna go to the left. And by the top, I mean the band, the peg with this marker band on it. So top to the left. Then we go from the top Whoop, from the top to the right. And you want to make sure you push down, but you do not change the order of your bands. So I know that's hard, but oh well. And now we're going to take a border again, and on the left side, so from the third left peg to the second. Okay, and then on the right side, third right peg to the second. And then back on the left side, we're going to go from the second left peg to first middle. So basically the second left peg to the bottom. And then same thing on the right. Second left peg to the bottom. Like that. So now we're going to loop our borders. But right before we do that, we have to actually add a cap band. So on this peg, we're going to add a cap band. And you can have a cap band triple or double. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to do double because it's easier. Wait. Guys, right before you add your cap band, pause this video and memorize the time. Because I'm going to be telling you guys later in this video to come back to this exact position. So pause the video, memorize the time. Okay, done? Now you can place your cap band. There. So now we're just going to loom our borders how you normally loom. So we're going to go inside, grab the top band, and loom it right upon itself. Then we'll go into the cap band again, and we'll grab the top and only band, and we loom it to the left. So like that. You go inside the right side. Oop. Go inside the right side, grab the bottom border band, and loom it one forward. You won't grab the very bottom band, just the bottom border band. Then back on the left side, we do the same thing. Now we're going to go back to the right, and we're going to grab, once again, the bottom border band. And we're going to loom it to the top. Then we'll go inside the left side, grab the bottom border band, and loom it to the top. Oop. And if you don't have room, place the band you grabbed, another peg, just like any peg. Push down, and then take it from that peg, and place it back on the top. So there you have it. That's going to be your fully loomed borders. Now we're going to do what we did a few steps ago. We're going to start from the top. We're going to go inside all of the bands, and we're going to grab the very bottom one. It is very important that you don't break your bands during this, because you can replace them, but it's a long process. So guys, try not to break your bands. So you go inside all of them, and you grab the very bottom band, and you move it one to the left. One to the left. And now we're going to do that again. So we go inside the peg we just put our band on, grab the very bottom band, and loom it one to the left. And once again, you want to make sure you're doing this without twisting your band. It's okay if it folds, make sure it does not twist. Once we did that, we're going to go inside that peg, grab the very bottom band, and loom it one to the left. Oop. Like that. Then we go inside that bottom peg, grab the very bottom band, and loom it one to the right. Then you go inside that, grab the very bottom band, and loom it one forward. Then we go inside that too. Oop, I want to make sure it's separated. Make sure you're going outside and not grabbing it from the outside like this, because that's going to mess it up. So you're going to go inside, and we're going to grab the very bottom band, and we're going to loom it to the top. And guys, this is why I told you to make sure you have your bands separated, because it's very hard to do that once you placed your borders and all that. So now my loom looks something like this, basically a mess. But when you take it off, it's gonna look really pretty, so don't worry. Now guys, it is time to place our borders once again, because like I said, I'm going to show you guys this twice. So we're going to place our borders. So once again, we start from the top. So we're going to go from the top to the left. Then we're going to go from the top to the right. Then we're going to go from the left to one down. And then we're going to go from the right to one down. Oops. And then from the left, we go to the bottom. And then from the right, we also go to the bottom. It's like that, pretty simple. So now, obviously, if we want to loom this, we have to add a cap band. But we're not going to be adding an actual cap band. Instead, our cap band is going to be the marker band right over there. So, adding it, it's simple. You just want to, I would actually recommend using your fingers for this. So you're going to take your marker band. It's a bit hard to grab because of the pegs and all that. But you take your marker band and you just stretch it forward. Like that. Simple. Then you push down a bit. And now we're going to take our hook and we're going to go inside this big jumbo of stuff and grab the very bottom band, which is going to be our marker band. So, whoop, that's going to stretch a bit. It's okay. And we just place it, loom it one forward. Like that. So this is our cap band. Now it's time to loom our borders. So we're going to go inside our cap band, marker band, and grab the top band. We're going to loom it to the right where it goes to. Then we'll go inside again, grab the bottom border band. We're going to loom it to the left. Now back on the right, we'll go inside this peg. We're going to grab the bottom border band and loom it one forward. We're going to then do the exact same thing on the left. So forward. And now on the right, we're going to go inside, grab the bottom border band and loom it to the top. Then we're going to go inside on the left, grab the bottom border band and loom it to the top. Just like that. And now it's time to do the same thing where we take our band and move it to the left. So once again, you start at the top. We're going to go inside and we're going to grab the very bottom band. Once again, you want to be careful. We don't want bands to break. We're going to grab it and we're going to put it on the left. Then we're going to go inside the bag we just put our band on. Grab the very bottom band and move it to the left. And we're just going to do that so on. Some of you guys may be wondering why I still have so many colors on the side, colors I never used once, and that's because I don't have two looms, so you're going to be needing those after the transfer. Well, I'm going to be needing those after the transfer. So after transfer is just going to be, it's going to be exactly this, but just one difference. And the one difference, I'm going to tell you guys that, when we actually get there. So right now I'm just gonna continue doing this, and you just want to do this all the way down your loom. So it looks exactly the same as the first one. And yeah, so now you just want to place your borders, attach your little marker, and do the thing with the bottom band. Once again, all the way down the loom. Okay guys, so here is my loom, and right now we are so close to being done, but last step. So we still have one marker band left right over here, and we're just gonna put that one right there. So it's the exact same way we've been doing it. You take your marker band, you put on the peg one forward, then you take your hook, you go inside that top peg, you grab the band, and then you move it forward like this. Now, if you're on 2 looms, congratulations, you are done. If you're on 1 loom, I'm going to show you guys how to do the very simple, very easy transfer. But right before we take it off our loom, first add a clip. Because normally I just say it's optional. If you want to, you can. But guys, I really don't want you guys to have ruin your bracelet. So, add a clip. I'm going to take those bands on my hook and add it, because that just stays here. So, whoop, on my hook. And you can actually just take it off the loom. And I know a lot of people probably like to just like rip it off. Don't do that. This is a delicate bracelet, and your bands, I assure you, they will break if you do that. So take it off with your fingers. You're probably gonna like see loose ends coming off and you're gonna be like, oh my god, is my bracelet breaking? But it is not. The loose ends are gonna be your petals. So I'm gonna go off camera and I'll be back with you guys with half a bracelet. Okay guys, here's half my bracelet. If you're on 2 looms, right now you should have a full bracelet. But don't worry, my petals don't actually come out like this. You're gonna have to pull on them and straighten them and all that. And one other optional thing you can do, just be aware that if you do this, you cannot go back. So I'm going to be showing you how it looks. On the side over here, you have your border, and then the border side facing the petal, you can pull on it like that. So then it just sort of surrounds your petal, and it looks like this. So right now, if you're on 2 looms, here's your gap band, just attach your clip. And I really hope you like your bracelet. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye! So, the rest of this video is for my 1 loomers. Hopefully remember the time I told you to remember, because now's the time you're going to be needing it. I'm going to be going off camera, and you just want to do all of the steps up until that time. So I'm going to be doing them too, but just off camera, just as a reminder, do not place your border band, gap band. Okay? Well, I'll see you with all my steps done up until that time. Okay guys, so I'm back and I did all of those steps. Placed my markers, placed my flower bursts, loomed my flower bursts, did that thing where you grab the bottom and move it, and placed almost all of my border bands. As you can notice, I do not have a cap band. Very important, you should not have a cap band on this peg. Okay, so once you've made sure you did all that, there is no cap band, then you can do your transfer. So how we're going to do that is first we're going to take half our bracelet, and like I said, it's really easy, and the part with the clip on it. So first you want to put like the clips, like the part that the clips are holding on your fingers. So make sure you have both parts. Oop, both parts. And then you can take off your clip. So it's off, and both parts on my fingers, my bracelet is not breaking. So then we're going to flip over our bracelet so the back side is facing up, like that. Now, on this peg right over here, the peg that has no cap band on it, we're going to place our half bracelet with the back facing up. just take it and place it. So we have it like this. The back is facing up. So I'm just going to show you guys how to loom your borders once more. Like I'm going to, like, how to loom one flower burst once more, because I guess it might be a bit tricky for some of you with your bracelet. So I'm going to show you. It's the exact same way, like literally the exact same way. There's nothing different, but I'm still going to show you just because. So we're going to go inside our cap band slash bracelet, and we're going to grab the top band. So the cap band is going to be a double cap band, and well, that's how it's supposed to be, because, you know, it's actually a bracelet, not a cap band. Then we'll go inside our bracelet cap band again and grab the next top band. So I loomed these two. And then on the right side, we go inside that, grab it, and one forward. Same on the left. So like I said, this is the exact same way. Then we go back to the right, grab the border band, and we loom it to the top. Oops. I'm gonna scoot down. And then on the left, we do, once again, the exact same thing. So like that, we loomed our borders, and now we're going to do, once again, the exact same thing with where you go inside, grab it, and move it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that too. Once again, we're going to go inside the top and grab the very bottom band. And now, hopefully you've gotten better at this, so, you know, your bands aren't breaking as often. And we loom it to the left. Then we go inside that peg. Oops, grab the very bottom band. Then we loom it one behind. Then we'll go inside this peg. We're going to grab the very bottom band, and we're going to loom it to the bottom. So this one might be a bit more tricky since you have a bracelet here, but once again, it's the exact same way. We go inside, grab the very bottom band, and loom it one to the right. Then once again, we go inside, grab the very bottom band, and loom it one forward. Now first you probably want to push down, like that. So we're going to go inside, grab the very bottom band, whoop, and we're going to move it to the top. So exactly like that. I'm going to place this border once more so I can show you guys once again how to connect your marker band. So I'm not going to give a whole lot of detail on this since I already showed you guys this once. I'm just going to place it. Done placing my border bands, and now I'm just going to show you guys how to connect your marker band. So you just want to use your fingers and move the marker band one forward. Pretty simple. And then you want to go inside your top flower burst, the top of your flower burst, and grab the very bottom band, and that should be your marker band. Whoop. That should be your marker band, and you just move it one forward, like that. So now you're just going to do the exact same thing we just did all the way down your loom. So I'm going to go off camera, and I'll be back to show you guys how to do your very last marker band. Hey guys, I'm back. So, like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to attach this last marker band. I'm just going to take it, and you put it on this peg, right over there, one forward. Then you want to go inside this. We're gonna grab the very last band, and that will be your marker band. And you're gonna move it one forward, so it's like this. And now you want to add your clip on it, and this time we will not be taking off our clip. So I'm going to put it on my fingers because they're just easier for me. And I'm adding my clip. So there we go. And now I'm just going to take it off the loom. And once again, don't rip it off like that. You have to take it off slowly. Okay guys, I am almost done taking it off. And I am really excited to see how it looks. So, just one last. And so right now you might think you need to secure this or something. But don't worry, it's completely secured. You can just, whoop, pull it off. So it's gonna be a bit twisted and you can just fix that. But here it is. It looks pretty amazing and I honestly just love this bracelet. It was really, really hard to make, but the final product is totally worth it. Hopefully yours looks something like this too. And right now is the time to just straighten out your petals because they probably look like a big bunch of nothing right now. So I said this before, but if you like it, then you can take your border band, so from the inside facing towards the flower, and you can stretch it a bit. It's like if you do them to all of them, it's just gonna like surround your flower and look sort of like. I'm just gonna do it to one flower to show you guys. But if you might wanna wait and first see if you like it, because if you don't, then there's no going back. So it's gonna look like this. Like it is my green flower over here. And depending on the size of your petals, it might look better or worse. So somewhat like that. You can stretch it a bit to try to get it a bit smaller, but you can't really go back much after you do that, so just be careful. Okay, so here it is. You just want to take your cap band and boop. You're just gonna attach your clip on the other side as well. So here it is. Okay guys, so I really hope you like your bracelet because I know I do. And well, congratulations for actually making it and finishing your bracelet because I know it was really hard with all the bands breaking and twisting and all that. So I hope you like it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with all your friends and family and whoever. And subscribe to my channel for the last and final string theme video. And this time, I actually mean it. Well, I'll see you all next time. Or I guess you'll see me. But bye!